Right, back for day number 74. Today we've put in 3 or 4 orders. One of them got filled. One of them I didn't actually execute on. I canceled it. So yeah, let's dive into it. So as usual, waited for the first 15 minutes of the session to come in. Also waited for the 3 p.m. to come in, and we closed the first half an hour of the session. Just because I was just waiting on confirmation that this 4 hour order block would hold, right? So if this holds, that means 4 hours still bearish. The 1 hour still look bullish, and there's this, but there's this like 1 hour for value gap, which I think we might sell off from now. Now, if we go back to the 15-minute, you can see there's this breaker right here. And the thesis behind my first short was that we would go to the breaker, we would respect the breaker, right? And then we would also respect the 5-minute fair value gap, which is this one right here. And then we would also had some sort of structure break. We didn't have it. And this is also one of the reasons why I hesitated to execute, because we could have, went down back here again and then reversed it. But I thought, if we are to go, so my stop was here, my TP was down here, actually down here, and stop was just a little bit below. If we'd go here, that means, and we get a reaction, we would like break some sort of structure, and that would be my sign to exit earlier and just take that trade for the day. But this order block right here didn't inspire trust in me, and in hindsight it held, and I should have went short and taken that trade, but I don't know, it just didn't inspire confidence, and I didn't want to take that trade. So given that, I waited for the 5-minute to close below this candle right here, and I was looking to short this, right? But if you look closely, we only get the close down here, and by this time, right, we swept this liquidity. So I didn't want to make the same mistake as I did yesterday, which was short a sweep on 1 hour liquidity. So I just decided to wait and see the reaction, and then see how price reacted, basically. Because even if I wanted to do this, right, that's not even a good risk to reward, because this is the next target that I had. I could have shorted to down here, but I didn't want to get ahead of myself and just predict that we would just slice through that level. So we get this move up, and we get this break on the 5-minute structure. So after seeing this close, I placed this order to somewhere around my order block right there. So I placed a similar order like this one, and I didn't get filled, so I took that off. Then I thought about longing this, but seeing this candle, how it closed, I would much rather see this 1 minute fair value gap hold, and then I would wait for us to close above here, and only then like I would long and do something like this and long to these 15-minute highs. We ended up breaking this low with this candle, and so I thought 5-minute is bearish, 15-minute is bearish. It makes sense to short because I expect this to be the 5-minute candle high and the 15-minute candle high. So I'm going to place an order here. I'm going to short it to that level down there. Why that level? Because we have already swept this, and next target would be this one down here. Then I didn't get filled, so by that time I was like, okay, annoying, but no worries. I'll wait for the next trade again. Waited for the next trade, and I waited also for the 5-minute to close, and in hindsight, this would have been like the trade that I would have taken. But this, even if I do something like this doesn't give me like a good risk to reward down there. So what I did was, okay, I'm gonna lower down a bit the stop loss, and I wanted to get filled on this this 1 minute fair value gap, expecting like the the next 5-minute candle would manipulate into the 1 minute fair value gap, and then it would go lower. Ended up getting front run on that, and by this point I was just becoming really, really impatient. We swept this level, and as I was opening OBS to record, I just looked at the chart, saw us inverting this 1 minute fair value gap and holding, and I said, okay, it doesn't make sense to long this yet because we touched the 5 minute fair value gap. And this is where the same thesis as I had yesterday comes to play, and I get fucked. I didn't get fucked today, but yeah. So I wanted to short this, right? This seems like plausible. 2R, you got the 5 minute, you got the 1 minute breaking structure off of the 5 minute fair value gap, so it makes sense to short since everything else is short. Except we've already swept this. So we swept it, we came back up. So again, the same reason why I didn't short here is the same reason why I shouldn't be shorting here again, right? So I would probably need to wait again. And I was ready to call it a day, right? Because I placed this order. I actually placed it, but then canceled it. And I said, wait a minute, this is like the same thing that happened to me yesterday. So I'm not going to take that. I'm going to wait. And soon as I just waited like a couple more minutes, waited 5 or 6 more minutes, and I see this. So because I was pretty like getting really impatient, and this could be me just thinking that we would go higher, but we're not, I decided to long this up until the 15-minute order block right here. So executed on that, got filled, and then yeah, we just hit my target, and then we went up higher. So we get a win for $181, but this is not really good because I've been taking full 1 hour losses, and I've been taking like half hour wins. So it's not really great. Like this was one contract, which should be about $67 risk for 185. It's good risk to reward. Like it's amazing risk to reward. I usually don't get 2.7 risk to reward. I usually get way less. But yeah, I just decided at the time it made sense. Like if it was 2 contracts, it could have been much better, or even 3. Like it should have been 3 contracts because I took full risk yesterday, and I should have been taking full risk again today. So that's it for day number 74. Long one, but just because I tried to enter in a lot of trades, and I just wanted to put out my thought process behind, so later on I can go back to these videos and review and see how much I've improved. So hope you enjoyed, and see you tomorrow for day number 75.